Hey, what's up? This is a little bit of a different one. With this one, actually, I found a really neat audio presentation that is kind of somewhere in between a motivational talk and a meditation. But I think, especially for people that may be very new to meditation or might be turned off by some of the, I don't know, either more new agey or more religious approaches to meditation, this is a kind of different angle. This is the RZA from Wu-Tang. You may have heard of Wu-Tang, just like the most ultimate rap hip-hop group of all time. Um, yeah, Wu-Tang. I don't have to explain who Wu-Tang is, but this is RZA, and I think it's one thing to go through this individually. I thought it would be super cool to kind of share this experience. I've listened to about 5 minutes of this. It's about a half hour. But I'm going to talk in between the stages, so it'll probably be about 45 minutes. So I'd recommend pausing this and maybe watching it when you have a bit of time. And I also highly recommend headphones. Okay, so I'm only going to be talking at periodic pauses, but I'll keep the video on and let's experience this together. All right, dark room, headphones, and let's do this. Wu-Tang. Wu-Tang. Wu-Tang forever. You can almost, with no further ado, the RZA.
Peace. Welcome to the Guided Explorations Volume 1, presented by Tazo T. You may know me.
Alright, here we go. Not to be dramatic, but Wu-Tang positions, everyone. Let's do this. I'll lose the hood. Alright. Should have done that all off camera, but whatever. Let's do this.
As the RZA, aka Bobby Digital, aka Prince Rakeem, aka The Abbot. I will be your guide on this journey. My career has taken many forms and crossed all continents, and at every stage, exploration has been essential to my process. This series of guided explorations attempts to share that process with you. Originally developed for the Zen session of Camp Tazo, my teachings are now available to anyone, anywhere through this audio experience. So grab some tea, find a comfortable, seated position, and prepare to unlock your hidden powers. You may know me as the RZA. You may know me as the RZA.
You may know me as the RZA.
AKA Prince Rakeem, AKA The Abbot. The Abbot. AKA The Abbot.
Not a man. That was the intro. That was the intro. And that was one of the craziest beats too that ended with. Holy cow. Alright. Intro. Let's just do this. Let's jump right into the next one. I don't even want to talk much following RZA. What am I supposed to do? Try to say something smart after RZA? Brilliant poetry. Alright, next slide.
Episode 1, Kill the Noise. Welcome to the
Kill the
exploration.
noise.
Today we will set our sights on a familiar adversary, distraction. Together we will begin our quest to kill the noise. Before we take off, we need to ground ourselves. I want you to find a chill environment. Sit down in a very comfortable position. Plant both feet squarely on the ground. Place your hands together or rest them gently on your knees. Now close your eyes. Now we breathe. Inhale through your nose. And slowly out through your mouth. Continue with patience. Match my flow. Feel every inhale, every exhale. Flow in, flow out. Distraction. For some, it's a rare burden. For many, it's constant. Think about the distractions that surround you and stifle your creativity. Sometimes it's the people or things around us, family issues, or a crazy coworker, or a phone that's blowing up in your pocket. Sometimes the distractions pop inside your own head from your own poisoned thoughts or ill-timed ideas that steals your focus. Shit, I have them myself. I may think I want this track to be doper than the other track, or my lyric to be better than the next MC. That competitive pressure can stagnate you. Each new distraction makes us feel less in control. They create chaos, and at times, it feels like we're completely surrounded. Now, I'm not going to tell you that you can escape or ignore the chaos. That's fiction. I'm going to show you how to embrace it. My approach to life has been to find order in chaos. I think of myself as the sun at the center of the universe. And in my solar system, I'm surrounded by distractions. All that shit is just planets, asteroids, and comets, spinning around me or flying past me. Think of the things in your life that stifles progress or heightens your anxiety. Observe what crashes into your orbit. Noise, work drama, negativity. See them all as little planets, asteroids, spiraling towards you. They feel like they have an impact, but remember, you are the sun. You have the power to put all that peripheral shit on notice. In this moment, and in the moments ahead, when your mind wanders, I want you to pause and identify the nature of the distraction. Irritation, anger, humor, curiosity. Recognize each time something enters your orbit. Acknowledge it. Note it. Categorize it. And let it return to its own orbit. You have the power to act on it later. But for now, just take notice. Again, acknowledge the distraction. Note the emotion that it causes. Then watch it drift away. Let it be that asteroid that fizzles out, or the planet that floats in the distance. This is how you exert your gravitational force on the chaos around you. Take note of it, and then let that shit just keep on spinning alongside of you. Alright, now as we slowly return from our exploration, I want you to think about remaining in the center of your solar system. Stay as the sun. Maintain the planets around you. And now, open your eyes.
kill the noise, recognize the distraction, then let it float away. Damn. So I'd heard about the first half of that. The RZA. I'm going to be going a rant about the RZA in a bit, but let's just jump right to the next one.
Episode 2. Fan Your Flames. Welcome. The exploration is now in session. For this experience, we'll travel to a place of inspiration, a mental refuge to explore so you can seize your creativity. But before we take this journey, we first need to prepare the body and the mind for what's next. So find a calm setting, free of noise and clutter. Sit in a comfortable, alert position. Place your hands together or rest them gently on your knees. Feel the floor beneath your feet. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath. In through your nose and out through your mouth. Again, focus on the flow. Inhale, exhale, slow. Smooth. Only on a remote island can something like the Hydra reach its full strength. For me, and for all my Wu-Tang brothers, Staten was that island, aka Shaolin, Park Hill Projects, Stapleton. We grew up there.
Shaolin.
It was a place of isolation, but that isolation was our greatest gift. Without isolation, we would have sounded like everybody else. But on the island, me and my brothers were cut off from the mainland, the mainstream. We had to find our own sound. We had to assemble our own influences, and we did just that. Scientists have laboratories. Craftsmen, they have tool sheds. My chamber was inside my basement. That's where I spent many hours of my formative years, surrounded by comic books, VHS tapes, kung fu movies and gadgets, my turntables and equipment. And with that came my music. That was all I had. It was that undisturbed habitat that allowed for deeper exploration, that allowed me to reach my full potential. Now, I'm not there physically anymore, but I can mentally summon the island whenever I need inspiration. I could picture it in my head. It's crystal clear. And all the feelings I felt, all the influence, everything that I had myself surrounded with, it comes to me again. The lessons I've learned, they still center me to this day. Now, we will summon your island and fill it with the key influences in your life. By creating this mental space, this island, you can shape your own unique creativity and your own creative output. When you feel stuck, you can travel here to explore. And return to your breath for a moment. Focus. Envision your island. What does it look like? What does it feel like? How does it smell? Now I want you to fill it with your greatest influences. Let your mind wander so they can surface. Dig deep. Go to your earliest memories. As they emerge and they come to you, write them down on a piece of paper or jot them down on your cell phone. It could be a feeling, the voice of a loved one, the smell of some home-cooked meal, the sound of the subway train. Anything you want. maybe it's just your favorite piece of artwork. It's your island, and that's the catalyst for your creativity. Now look at what you wrote. Reflect on those influences. Now select only 8. That's the number that represents build. By building positivity, you automatically destroy negativity. Your influences are with you on your island now. Explore a bit. How do you feel? This is your inspiration space. No one can take it away from you. I have my island, and now you have yours. As we move towards the exit of our exploration, I want you to put your paper or that note somewhere safe. This is now your map. It will help you find your way back to your island at any given time. And that island will be your perfect place to begin any mental exploration. All right, now take a deep breath in through your nose, out through your mouth. Again, focus on the flow. Inhale, exhale. Slow, smooth. Slowly open your eyes and return to your day.
Wow. Okay, so I happen to have some paper that got me thinking about something specific, but yeah, that idea of having 8 influences, like your personal Knights of the Round Table. All right, let's keep this going. That was crazy deep.
Episode
Awesome
3,
beats.
Bite
So
or Stop
awesome
Barking.
beats.
Welcome.
Stop barking.
Our exploration is now in session. Before we take this journey together, we first need to prepare our body and minds for what's to come. Seek out an environment that's free of distraction, and then find a comfortable position to sit.
So these are obviously made to be listened to one at a time. If you're noticing the repetitiveness of the intros. But anyways, you already knew that. These are killer. These are so cool.
Place your hands together or rest them gently on your knees. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. Place all your attention on your breathing. Feel your lungs fill with the oxygen, and then release that air back into the world again. Focus on the flow. Inhale. Exhale. What lies at the end of every journey? The goal, the desire, the cheese. But there are many things that stand in our way before we reach that goal. A shrouded valley of doubt, procrastination, excuses. What do you need to build a bridge, cross the valley, and attain what you seek? Well, everything you need already exists in your own universe. You just have to activate it. Before you take a step, you need a plan for what needs to be built. And envision that plan. My plan was to bring the Wu-Tang Clan to the top. I told my brothers, get on the bus. I'm taking us to be the #1 hip-hop group in the world. I gave them my word, and they took that leap of faith with me because I had their trust. They understood that I had a vision, and look where it led us. So now I ask you, what do you seek? What does your success look like? Give your mind a clear, set destination. Visualize it, then say it aloud. Your verbal commitment is your plan. Your planning and your preparation are the groundwork. But to push across the bridge, you need support. A wise man surrounds himself with other wise men. And this is where you'll call upon those people. I know who mine are. Even you know who some of mine are. But who are your people? Who do you rely on? Who keeps you in check? Who sees your total strength and challenges you to grow? Who demands that you fulfill your potential? Identify those individuals. 3 people. See their faces. Say their names out loud. Again. Each one is now your ally on this journey. When this exploration ends, I want you to tell those people your plan. What do you want to accomplish? Tell them in person, or by email, or even with a text. But don't be flimsy about it. Do it. Give them your word and stand by it. Those people are your accountability. They are your outside pressure that will produce that diamond in your life. They are the momentum to help you set your foot on the other side of the valley. Now say your goal to yourself one more time. And then, just after you say it, open your eyes. Spread that goal to your sidekicks and set forth on your path.
Interesting. I thought this was going to be a little bit more meditation-ish. But whatever. If this is just, okay, so this is switched. It's less of a meditation and more of a RZA philosophy, which there's nothing wrong with that. Damn. This is interesting. It's meditative, for sure. Those beats are incredible. It almost sounds like those could all be the instrumentals for a new Wu-Tang album. I agree completely with that point. Almost like an accountability council for outside pressure, I wrote down. I think that's exactly what he said. Man, RZA. All right, let's keep this going.
Episode 4. If not you, who? It's time to step into the exploration. Today, we're in search of our true self. But first, we prime the mind and the body. It begins in a sacred place, free of life's noise. Sit yourself down in a comfortable but alert position, with posture that lets the air flow easily in and out of your lungs. Put your hands together. Rest them gently on your knees. Close your eyes. Breathe in through your nose and slowly out through your mouth. Continue with patience. Match my flow. Feel every inhale and every exhale. Flow in, flow out. Today, we want to reach deep inside and uncover the fullest version of ourselves. When I was young, I did just this. It led me to my chosen name, the Divine Prince Rakeem. I chose a name that I had to live up to, a prince in the ghetto. It gave me strength, and it forced me to be original. I later on became the RZA, Rakim Zigzag Zigala, always reaching, always growing. Now it's time for you to look deep within yourself and visualize your true self. This begins with altering your physical stance, which has a tremendous impact on your mental state. The right pose can help you think in deeper, more abstract ways and encourage you to take risks. Rise up with me now. I want you to take on the stance of a warrior. Take a lunge-like position with your back leg straight and your front leg bending forward at the knee.
Stand up.
Now, slide your back foot out a little bit and feel the strength in your balance. Face your hips and shoulders forward so they are parallel with each other. Keep your breath steady. Make sure your feet remain rooted to the ground. Now become the warrior. Extend your arms as if you're ready to attack. Breathe. Hold it. Even when it gets hard, let your muscles generate with each other. Life is hard, but only through great struggle come ease. Push yourself harder. Since the first day we entered this world, we had to push ourselves out of a tight situation. A warrior has the ability to push through. Laser beam focus. Our goal is for the body to act in unison with itself, in unison with the mind. If your body knows that every other part is working as one, you can uncover a greater power. You can push that boulder up the hill. Feel the strength in your stance. Feel the confidence that it creates. Visualize yourself in this warrior stance. Now name it. This is you. From this pose, you could take on anything. Remain here as you call to mind the next obstacles that you must overcome. How will you approach it differently with the strength you now possess? Repeat this exercise with a variety of obstacles. Like a kung fu master, there's great power within you. Now how will you use it? As we move towards the exit of our exploration, I want you to remember this stance and the confidence that comes with it. Return to it anytime you feel overwhelmed and ask, how would this version of my warrior self respond to this challenge? Take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. Again, focus on the flow. Inhale and exhale, slow, smooth. And return to your day and carry with you what you have learned.
So that one was different. That was super interesting because when that started, and he was like, "Stand up, get in a warrior position," I was like, "Oh boy, what's this?" Because, well, I don't know, I trust RZA, but I was just wondering where it was going. But I tried it and I went along with it and basically just did like a kind of like a kung fu bow stance with like my fist out, full punch both ways as hard as I could. Fist out both directions as hard as you could with basically your one leg kind of bent. So like your lead leg bent and your back leg straight. and then both fists out as far as you can. I was pushing hard, and then while he was talking, it's like, that's actually, while I'm doing the deep breathing, you get up in the morning every day and you do that, both sides. Like, do it the one leg forward and then the other leg forward with your fists out as hard as you can, pushing out, doing deep breathing. Man, you'll turn into a machine. It'd be incredible training. So yeah, even though I was like, it's funny what you're hesitant about. It's like, just because it was a little bit physical. I just learned something there. That was an interesting experience, because I almost just didn't do it. Just because, whatever, just for the same reason we sometimes just don't do things. But I tried it, and that was a significant physical, psychological experience to combine holding a stance, basically, and pushing with your arms at the same time with deep breathing. Which a lot of things combine breathing and exercise, but while it's also being narrated by RZA with crazy kung fu hip hop, early mid 90s East Coast Wu-Tang hip hop beats. Alright, I'm talking too much. Next one.
Episode 5, Making Moves.
This is the last one.
Peace. For this exploration, I want to stray from what we have done in the past. I want to take you outside and literally explore. To be mindful, you don't have to be still. Your eyes don't have to be closed. Meditation just means you are aware of your inner and outer self. So put on some kicks and let's go outside to a place where you can stretch your legs, move around, If you need to, just hit pause and I'll wait for you. Are you ready?
You guys can go along with that. Obviously, I'm recording this in the basement. It's like 2:04 in the morning. I don't think moving this whole process outside is a bit of a... If I was listening to this on my headphones by myself, RZA, I would 100% go outside. But you guys get it. Here we go.
Let's do this. I want you to start walking a little slower than normal. Try to keep yourself in a straight line. As you walk,
visualize it if you're not outside.
Focus on your breath. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Feel your chest rise up and fall. Flow in, flow out. Keep breathing. Before Wu-Tang was Wu-Tang, I walk all over Staten Island. I walked the Park Hill Projects to Stapleton to New Brighton. I took the long route too, up Targee Street, down Van Duzer, and then up the big hill on Cedar Avenue. Those walks in Shaolin built wisdom in me, and they revealed to me what I wanted to do, and what I could do, and most importantly, what I should do. How to take on an obstacle or avoid a trap. How to build Wu-Tang. How to launch a label. How to create music, not only for the children of my generation, but even the children of future generations. I want you to find wisdom in your walk. Slowly, let your focus drift to your legs. Be mindful of every step, lifting each foot up, moving your leg forward, placing it down again. Feel every part of every step. As you do, look around you. Slowly take in the sights. Are they new? Or have you been looking at these things your whole life? Look closer. If there's something there you never realized, and let your mind become more focused. Think about the goal that lies ahead. Analyze it, then start to form a plan. Continue this. Think about the obstacles and the opportunities on your path to that goal. Now assess them. Turn these ideas over in your mind as many times as you like. Again and again and again. Multiplying, adding, subtracting, divide them. Don't stop walking until you feel settled. It could take hours, and that's cool. The great Indian monk who helped found the Shaolin, he walked from India to China. That's a lot of miles. When I was stuck trying to figure out my screenplay for my movie, I walked through the streets of Pittsburgh. It was the still heritage of that city that gave me the inspiration to think about making my character have iron fists, stronger still. When your mind feels clear, turn around and head back. Take the same path. This time, look at your conclusions from a different perspective. What is the flip side of each obstacle, each opportunity? Pressure tests your plan. When we change our surroundings, we open up new perspectives and higher levels of thought. That's why I take walks to this very day. What can you use from this walk to move forward in your life? Maybe it's a tangible plan. Maybe it's just the awareness you've created. My walks led me to the Wu-Tang and remain a vital part of my creative process. Where will your walks take you? We're approaching the end of our exploration. And as you press stop on this, just remember that you can return whenever you want, and the RZA will be here waiting to explore with you. Peace. Bong bong.
I don't know why I chose to do this reaction experience or whatever, but I hope whoever watches this gets something from it. That was certainly very, very interesting. Growing up in the 80s and 90s, I obviously grew up, and that was the type of hip-hop I liked. A huge fan of Wu-Tang and RZA specifically. So yeah, that was a bit of a walk down memory lane, but also just a way to, have a bit of an experience that's not just like reading the news and scrolling the internet. Anyways, I hope you got something out of that. Cheers.